Good day, my fellow Namibians. As you can see, I'm at the National Police Headquarters. It's just shortly before 5 o'clock. We came here to submit our notice for the national protest. So we have notified the police. On the 21st of March, we are going to have a national protest against the high unemployment that we have in this country. We cannot be celebrating Independence Day while we have our young people and old people who are still suffering in a so-called independent country. It is for that reason that we call upon all the unemployed young people to join this national protest. Those of you in various regions, organize yourselves, and then you are going to gather at one point, and then you are going to march from there to your respective governor's offices, to your respective Ministry of Labor and Employment Creation offices. But we must all, on the 21st of March, as young people in this country, come together as unemployed as we are, and then go and march against this high unemployment that we have in this country. We have already done the submissions. We are now going to wait for the police to come back with that notification. But whether they like it or not, on the 21st of March, we are going to make sure that we all stand up in our high numbers as highly as unemployed we are, and then we go and demand for employment to be created in this country. Just so that you young people know, the office of the president is set to receive over $1 billion Namibian dollars from this year's budget, while the Ministry of Industrialization and Trade is only going to receive roughly about 296 million. Now imagine, we are busy giving the president 1 billion. Is the president going to create jobs, or what is he going to do with that 1 billion? While the ministry that is responsible for creating industries is only getting almost 300 million. So we must become serious in this country, because these old people clearly do not care about us. And what do you expect? An 81-year-old person to obviously care about 21-year-olds, 25-year-olds, 26-year-olds, 31-year-olds, 33-year-olds, 40-year-olds who are unemployed in this country? Obviously, they don't care about us. And that is why we as young people must stand up on the 21st of March and go and demand those high unemployments. Thieves like Shikongo must not try and block this protest. Criminals like Shikongo must not try and block this protest, because we are going to come and still have a protest against Shikongo. So Shikongo, recover, rest well so you can go to prison. Please don't try and hamper our protest while you are there in prison, because we are coming to deal with you in that hospital wherever you are if you try and block this protest, as you usually like to try and block our protesters. This is a friendly warning to you, Shikongo. Don't think I'm afraid of you. I'm even willing to come up to your office, but unfortunately you are not at your office. But anyways, young people, on the 21st of March, we must make sure that we all stand together and protest against this high unemployment that we have in this country. Thank you. Bye-bye. Basically seeking for employment. Now, over 4,000 or 5,000 young people showed up here, where only 16 positions were needed. In this crisis, we have seen it repeating itself over and over again. But however, our leaders do not seem to care about this national crisis, because it affects mostly only the young people. Now, the elders, obviously, they don't care, because they've got pension funds, they get war veteran money. Some of them are still employed, and some of them are still enjoying employment, and that is why they don't care necessarily about the youth issues. So this protest is merely going to focus on the young people who are unemployed in this country, so that the leaders of this country can see that this youth unemployment is a time-ticking bomb. Crime has gone up in this country, but no one asks what are the factors of crime. Poverty is the father and mother of a criminal or a revolution. Some of us, we've become revolutions because of the poverty that we have seen. Now some, because they choose not to be revolutions, they've become criminals. And that is why we see the criminal activities have increased on a daily basis. Robberies have gone up, house breakings have gone up, theft of motor vehicles have gone up, all sorts of crime syndicates have gone up. And that is due to the fact that a lot of young people are unemployed. Some of these young people have gone to school, they've taken resources from their parents, but now unfortunately they are unable to get employment. So today we came here with my lawyer just to stand in solidarity with our fellow young people and to tell them that we are always going to be...
Look, unemployment is a human rights crisis. From a constitutional point of view, the fact that the government cannot provide jobs, that is actually a breach of the Namibian constitution. You must remember that government has signed a social contract with the Namibian people. And in terms of that social contract, they need to deliver. And one of the things that they need to deliver is jobs. Because if they can't deliver, then obviously that is a breach of contract. So from a human rights point of view, we have no choice but to agree with my client Amushelelo that the government is definitely breaching the social contract. The Minister of Labor is nowhere to be seen. This is strange in a country such as ours. You would think that the Minister of Labor would be in the forefront of all these things. But it appears that no one cares, which is why we thought it is wise that we come and show solidarity. When we come here to show solidarity with young kids who are applying in lounges and restaurants, it must not be seen that it is only people of this kind that are unemployed. They are also professionals. We have a number of young lawyers who are sitting at home. If I show you my inbox and as far as the CVs that I receive, there are a lot. What is the Minister of Justice doing? What is the Minister of Labor doing? Nothing. But in terms of the social contract, it is their duty to create a conducive environment for the